My cheating wife arrogantly declared, "Listen to me. If you file for divorce, I'll leave you without a penny. You'll also lose custody rights over the children, so I'll continue having fun with my lover." I stood in the kitchen with Julia after 11 years of marriage. She had a wine glass in one hand and venom in her voice. "You'll have to pay for the divorce, alimony, child support, and you'll lose custody." I'd paid off her $23,000 student loans, worked overtime for years, sacrificed everything. Now she expected me to finance her affair. "I'll continue having fun with my lover," she said casually, swirling her wine, "and you'll keep paying for everything." That's when I snapped. "Do you really think I'll tolerate and support you in such a lifestyle?" She didn't hesitate. She laughed. "You have no other choice." I looked her dead in the eyes. "You just made the biggest mistake of your life." That night, I kissed our kids goodnight and smiled at her like nothing happened. Inside, I was already 10 moves ahead. The next morning, I scheduled a meeting with the best family law attorney in the state. I paid in cash, no paper trail. My lawyer smiled. "Don't worry, she's not the first woman who thought she'd win by default." For weeks, I said nothing. Behind the scenes, I installed security cameras with audio, activated recording apps, and journaled everything, time-stamped. I placed a GPS tracker under her car. She wasn't at work dinners. She was at a cheap hotel with her married boss. I took pictures, videos, and screenshots from our shared iCloud. Julia spent less time with the children as her affair deepened. She missed bedtime stories, skipped school meetings, forgot important appointments. I didn't say a word. I just showed up for the kids. Every recital, every soccer match, every parent-teacher conference. I documented everything. 6 weeks passed. Julia thought I was broken. She even said smugly one night, "You're finally being mature about this." I smiled. "Sure, Julia, whatever you say." She didn't know the divorce papers were already prepared. The evidence file was ready, and her lover's wife, Vanessa, had just found out. The morning she got served, Julia was sipping coffee at the dining table until a knock at the door changed everything. When she opened the papers, her smile collapsed. I walked out with my own coffee. "Surprise, you're divorcing me? Based on adultery, neglect, and emotional abuse. Should be an easy case. You won't get away with this." I held up a flash drive. "Not with what's on here, you won't." 3 days later, I met privately with Vanessa and shared everything. GPS logs, messages, hotel check-ins, photos. She said, "Thank you. Now I know how deep it runs." That evening, Vanessa stormed into Julia's office and slapped divorce papers on her desk in front of all her coworkers. She announced loudly who Julia had been sleeping with and how company resources had been used. HR was looped in. Her lover suspended pending ethics review. Julia publicly humiliated. 2 weeks earlier, I had restructured everything. All assets protected in my name. Bank accounts separated. Joint credit cards closed. Car lease canceled. Health insurance removed. Her card declined at the salon. Then at the grocery store. She called me in a rage. "You're cutting me off. I'm protecting myself legally. You can speak to your lawyer." Click. Our first court hearing arrived. My lawyer laid out everything. Her absences from the children's lives, testimonies from teachers, security footage showing her coming home at 2 a.m. 3 nights a week, messages discussing getting rid of the dead weight. The judge barely asked a question. Primary custody to the father. She lost everything. Affair exposed. Lover fired facing divorce. Financial support cut. Children with me. 1 month later at supervised visitation, she looked like a ghost. As I buckled my son's jacket, she whispered, "I made a mistake." I met her eyes. "You made a choice. This is the consequence."